And the Commanders gave y'all a game the other day, bro. They really did.
Yeah, they
Um,
did. I was there. I was at the game. We was lit in there. It was loud in the link. It was jumping.
and you love to see it as a fan because if we can't compete with the people in our barn, then why are we even going out of the farm? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? What's the point?
thanks.
It's great. It's great for the game. Don't get me wrong, but
They was getting into it.
we have to be smart. We have to be smart as a organization. Like we got to understand. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
All right, here it comes.
See
Yeah,
it
see
go.
that
It's
thing is
right
like
there.
all game, bro.
It was
And in there,
Mixie,
you could just watch them. You mean they don't take the camera away? So
right?
we were sitting there, we like, oh, these boys is the whole game since the first play, bro. We're
Since
getting
the
into
first
it.
play,
What did he
it
say
was
about
bad.
Smitty? What did he say? Didn't he? He said he wanted to verse him or some shit from
He
college.
said going into the year that he was excited for the matchup because Smitty got the best of him beforehand. So
Yeah,
he
I remember.
wanted to
I
get
couldn't
his lick
remember what he
back.
said.
He basically was just saying he wanted to get his lick back
Right,
because Smitty got him his
right.
Heisman year.
Uh-huh.
Um,
When he got everybody,
Respectfully so. Like I said,
got
bro,
everybody.
corners gotta have if you wouldn't be in the NFL if you had the delusional confidence as a
Facts,
corner.
facts.
But at the same time, we can't deteriorate confidence at the same time.
Same time,
Um,
you can't take it away.
you can't take it away. You either use it or lose it. But that was unacceptable.
And
It might be
here
this.
we
Yeah.
go. Yep, that's it.
All right, let me take it back. Let's get it
All
going.
right. Right.
As we look at this play right here, down in distance, 2nd and 4. We got 2 minutes left in the game, tied up. Me
They
as
say,
a coach, what am I saying? I'm
yeah,
saying,
this is what they're
let's
saying.
not let nothing over top. Please.
And
Everything in front.
there's me as
And
the coach. You got me as the coach. I say, you mean let's just get this first down. Let's run out the clock, Let's
right.
end this game. But I'm also like, we got AJ Brown 1-on-1 with a rookie. I
Yeah.
mean, no help, no nothing.
No.
I'm taking that. Jalen's taking that every time. I'm taking that every time. So we're already getting at it. They're already beefing all game. They're pushing. I'm in the stands. I'm watching them all game. These two are going at it. So Jalen's his best friend. He like, let me get my man's the rock. Let's put this dagger in him, huh? And this what he do. He said, check, check, check. AJ said, oh yeah, you already know what time it is. Let me move out. Hey, hey. Sorry, kid. Shouldn't have tackled him. Bad move by him doing that. And ball drops in his lap. Thought it was GG's there, but look at Jalen. You don't see him do that. You don't see him get
No.
fired up like that.
Yeah.
It was his man's. That ball was coming at his best friend, and he had to get him right. That's my top. That's my top play of the week. Look at that boy. AJ had a day. Shout out to him. 2 touchdowns. Career day, perhaps his best game of his career. Also, other best game would have came on the Eagles. 3 touchdowns against Pittsburgh last year. He's had some
Mm-hmm.
big games for us. Perhaps when it's all said and done, could be the greatest Eagle receiver of all time. He's already got the most receiving yards in Eagles history. He's
Does
had
he really?
in the season, yeah, he has a season
Okay.
record.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yep, he broke the season
Bro,
record
look at
last
that,
year.
man. Look at that. Did you see that? The
No,
confidence, bro. This is when I was really mad.
oh yeah, they said he was shook. I didn't see that.
Oh,
Oh
we
wow,
can't have that, bro. We can't have that. And that's what when I was talking to you before the camera were on, like, bro,
I didn't know that.
confidence as a corner, bro. Confidence as a corner is critical. And I trust Emmanuel Forbes. I really do. But there's some times where, as a coach, you have to recognize he's losing this matchup.
Yeah,
And we
absolutely.
can't deteriorate a corner's confidence because a corner, Taj, even if you're getting cooked, Taji, I don't, as a friend and as a teammate, I don't want you coming over into the huddle saying, I can't guard him.
Mm-hmm.
As a corner, I can't have you doing that. And I know
You
you
know,
never would. You
that's what
never
I.
would.
That's my position. Never walking in there. For one, I ain't getting cooked by nobody. For
Exactly.
two, if I was getting cooked, I'm still not coming in there and saying
Exactly.
I can't guard them. If
You
anything,
have to leave it to the coach, bro.
the
And
coach has to say it. And
exactly.
he's a rookie. You can't throw him. You got to get him right. You got to get him. You want him in there, but you can't throw him in the fire like that. When he
No.
starts burning, when you see him catching fire, all right, it's time to
Yes.
chill out a little bit. I know he wants to compete. You want the best at that position. That's what you do. That's what you want.
Right.
But you can't let him drown. You gotta throw him a life raft or something. That kid needed help over the top. Game on the line.
Game on the line, bro.
You just put him on the island with AJ Brown, who's already got 170 or 150, whatever he had, in a tug.
I was sick as a dog.
Yeah.
But I had to do this one because it's just classic Terps being Terps. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Shout out to Maryland the past couple of weeks, bro. We've been putting some players out there. We've been making plays all
Hey, I
across
haven't
the
seen a lot of
board.
Maryland heads in the league lately.
Shout out to the Terps, bro. We've been making plays.
Who's got the rookie corner?
Deontay Banks, Giants.
Giant.
Giants.
I was gonna say I remember seeing him the other week too.
Um DJ Moore last night. I mean, even though it was against my guys, you gotta love to see it. He was back home in Maryland. He
Bro,
spazzed on
they
us
come back
last night.
home and they just like shitting on y'all, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's
Banksy
personal. I
came
don't.
home and had
It's
to
the
tee up.
Maryland in them, bro. One thing's for sure, you're turning back up when you get back into the trenches every time.
You saw what
Every time
Pacheco did against the Giants. He had to tee up when he was in Jersey.
turned up.
The
They
strength.
needed him too. They needed him bad that night, bro. We got the game of the week here, for sure. Game of the week: Bills, Dolphins. The Dolphins are coming off of a 70-point performance. And I feel like the Bills went into this game saying, we still got to show that we're the big brother in this division. You know what I'm saying? We got to show that we're still the top dog until heard otherwise. This is about late into the second quarter, about to go into halftime. And one thing I will say is that when the Dolphins do get Jalen back, this defense is going to be totally different. That's for sure. They're missing him big time. They made the move for a reason. Because the guys like Jalen Ramsey are capable of guarding dudes like Stephon Diggs. If we look at the top of our TV screen right now, it's a fight to the very end. Let me run it back. It's a fight the whole time. You got to give the corner props. You got to keep your hands on him because if not, he's gone. Diggs fighting. You see the flags thrown down. Get off me. And let me go ahead and take this to the apartment because I'm like that. Because I'm really him. Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, one of those telekinesis, Sith Lord talk type of mindset duos we have in the league. One of those situations where no matter what, I trust my guy over whoever is lined up against him. Let me give him the ball and let him make a play. Diggs had a game against the Dolphins. I just had to bring it up.
Two guys that are truly like brothers to each other.
Yes, you'd love to see it every time.
Way. There you go. We got two best friend groups in the top plays this week.
Two top tandems. It's up to you, bro. We can either go through these games or I can just post on the IG our picks because I know you're close on time.
No matter. You can run them.
All right. Let's see how long it takes us. It shouldn't be too much. I think looking at this week's game.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long.
All right. Well, we already saw what we saw last night. First week 5 matchup. I don't really even want to talk about it because I'm just gonna get mad. But basically, we need just as a fan, we just need better, bro. We need better. We got to be better. There are a lot of things that I can handle. There's a lot of things in life that can sway us, bring us down. But you got to weather the storm, walk through the smoke, as some may say.
Some may say.
But something about my Commanders, bro. When we don't meet expectations, I get a little riled up. You know what I'm saying? I get a little riled up.
Yeah.
And we had an opportunity last night to handle business, leave no doubt, as they say. if we ever want to be one of the teams that is respected, one of the teams that's feared amongst peers in the league,
or the division even.
can't even get out of the barn. We have the players, but we're just not putting it together. I think it's very inexcusable that our defense let up 40 points to the Chicago Bears last night. That is insane. Can't happen. But hey, we got a bounce back game next week. We got the Giants. I mean the Falcons. We're in ATL. So I think that's a blessing for us. Yeah, it could be worse. We could be seeing a team that really should give us 40. But we're gonna leave that at that. Shout out to the Bears. Happy to see Justin Fields doing what he's supposed to be doing. I just hate to see it against us. But I digress.
I'm not even gonna put the pain on you anymore. All I gotta say is, if Justin Fields' career becomes something, he was born against the Commanders, where he goes for what, 505 tugs?
Oh,
600?
It wasn't no 600. I don't know about that.
Almost. He had a lot of
6.
yards.
I'll give him over 3, but I don't even. He ain't touched 4.
You don't think he touched that many?
No.
How much yards did DJ Moore have?
DJ Moore was 8 for 230. There wasn't so many people that caught the ball. It's just DJ Moore getting bombed.
Using the legs.
The legs he might have been over 4 but I don't even think he hit the 25 quota because I had that. He was 282. 282. I was about to say, bro, like at the end of the day, we were just getting bombed. It's not like it was every possession, every single time.
I had to gas it up that he went for a lot more yards because he won. They was gassing him up.
Yeah, we couldn't have gone out that sad.
Went for like 610 touchdowns.
He had 11 for 57 rushing, so you could give him over 3 for that.
Nothing crazy.
I
thought he did more than that, honestly.
You would think, bro, because of how bad we really looked last night.
Because he had the perfect passer rating.
Yeah, bro. I mean, dude. And with all due respect, if he was any better, it would have been even worse because there was a lot of dudes that were wide open that he missed. So thank God for that, I guess. You know, it's just sad.
On to the next one.
We got an early morning riser. I think we're in London. Jags at the Bills. The Jags, they gotta give us more, Taji. We're big Jags fans over here, but they haven't really been giving us much to cheer for these past couple of weeks. They ain't gonna turn it around this week. They're in London early in the morning. I got the Bills. It should be interesting though. You never know. Sometimes those out of country games can get a little wonky. Time change. You're not getting the usual breakfast, not getting the usual treatment in the right plate, you know? So it could get interesting, but I think it's safe to say the Bills should come out victorious in this one. You say the same?
I think it's safe to say the Bills should come out on top in this one. But like we just said, Duval hasn't given us anything to be crazy about.
Right.
They have been slacking, and they should not stay that way. Doug and Trevor should be figuring it out. They should be getting hot. They should be doing something.
Right.
And they've been in London for a week now. They've been over there. They played a game there last week. I think that's going to be big for them. Mm-hmm. They're a little more adjusted than the Bills are. And I'm going to pick Duval to beat the Bills in London early morning because they've been there. They already been there for a week. They're already settled in, and they're due for some.
They are due, bro. They're extremely due.
And the Bills are hot, and they got to calm down. A little bit of a trap game for them.
I like it. I'd be surprised if it were to happen, but hey, any given Sunday, bro, and we're in the London. Okay. Jags. I like it. It would be if they were to find a way to win the game against the Bills, it would be the exact statement win that they need to get themselves back up this way, you know?
Exactly.
It would be huge for them. I would
and
like
Doug
to see
Thorpe
it.
in that. And plus,
Right.
Bills Mafia is not going to be in the same capacity, and that to the Bills is something they're used to.
I saw when I was watching the game last week or whichever one it was. I saw like 3 RG3 jerseys, Redskins up in there. I was like, dang, what's going on?
Yeah, it was everybody out there.
They were posted. It was just
That's tough
fans.
though.
Yeah, you gotta love to see it. We're out here. We're still here. It's just we're trying to get from under the rock, bro. We're
Just
trying to
looking
get
for
under the
another
rock.
jersey to buy. That's all.
I mean, it might be a while till I buy another jersey solely because of the fact that I've bought 3 different jerseys in the past 3 years. I'm just kind of they're not giving out refunds, so it's not like I'm gonna keep buying them. And then there's a good chance we may change again. So, and that's when I'll really
Yeah,
get pissed off. So we'll see
yeah.
what happens with that. But
That's for memory lane.
let's keep let's keep it moving. We got the battle of the cats here, 1 o'clock. Panthers at Lions. Like I said earlier, bro, the Panthers aren't really showing much to really make me feel confident in picking them to beat somebody right now. I trust Bryce, but I don't trust everyone else around him. I think they got a year, maybe 2 to go till we can really say that they're quote unquote in the mix. Good game for the Lions that they can keep stacking wins on. That would put them to 4-1. I would love to see the last time the Lions were 4-1. Who you got here? Panthers at Lions, 1 o'clock.
I got Lions. Like you said, Bryce Young, like the kid. I think he's a good football player since he was at Bama, really good football player.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got a lot of good or solid players around him.
Right.
No one standing out above that. It's going to take some time. I think he could be ready, but I think they need to. They got to figure it out. He's got some figuring out to do, but he'll be all right. I'm not worried about him.
Mm-hmm. I'm not worried about him either. The only thing I'm worried about is just if they can just keep him upright, bro. Because
He's little.
yeah, that's the only thing I fear. All it takes is one hit, bro. And all it takes is one. Um, let's keep it moving though. I got the
Yeah.
Lions as well. Titans at Colts. Nice little divisional showdown there. In Indy. I liked what I saw from the Titans last week. But I just don't think they have enough firepower offensively from the quarterback and from the rest of the roster. It's a tandem that's kind of not ideal, if you ask me. It's Ryan Tannehill and D Hop. D Hop needs targets, and they barely throw the ball in Tennessee. So from the jump, I really didn't like that move. But Titans at Colts, what you thinking here?
All right, this was actually kind of hard to think about. To think that the Titans shouldn't just absolutely be beating the Colts with a rookie
Right.
coach and a rookie quarterback is kind of crazy. But JT might come back, shake up my fantasy team, of course, because Zach Moss has been playing well, so of course he's got to go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but welcome back if JT comes back. I think that the Titans are going to win. They should. They played well last week, and I think they're just the Titans. They should be a better team. I like Vrabel. I like King. I like
Mm-hmm.
Dia.
I think I'm at the second you here, bro. It would be like you said, it'd be hard for me to like the Titans are one of those teams that is known for handling business at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
they
And
should.
they should be able to handle business here. They're traveling, but they know this team as they're in the same division. So it's not like it's unfamiliar territory. So I think that Mr. Tannehill can get his 250 yards, one passing tutter, and D. Henry goes for his 130 and two, and they can find a way to get a victory. Um, should be interesting though. I think it'll be closer than expected. It could go down to the wire. Um, Another 1 o'clock. Our New York Football Giants at Miami. I think this is a leave no doubt game. The Giants have been looking abysmal, absolutely abysmal. The Dolphins, they're coming off of that loss by the Bills, so they're going to be hungry. They're at the crib. Who you like here?
Been simple and sweet.
Yep. Let's not waste any time.
That's an easy one.
Let's not waste no time. 1 o'clock. I like this. Saints at Pats. Saints at Pats. Now, I'm not sure what's good with their car. I have no idea, so I'm not gonna act like I do. I'm gonna go under the assumption that he's not playing just to be safe. So we're working with Snow Crab, Heisman winner, national championship Jameis at the helm in Foxborough. What we like here, Todd? You talk to me. Saints at Pats.
This is an interesting game. Pats are struggling. They got one win. I think Mac Jones, I think he's got to be able to figure it out. He's better than he's showing.
Right.
Got new OC over there with Bill O'Brien should help out. He said it himself. He's like, Mac's just making uncharacteristic decisions. He doesn't usually do that. And I want to say he was around his Bama time as well.
Yeah.
He'll start figuring it out a little bit more, I hope. But Saints going into New England, I think New England's going to win.
Right.
The Saints are doing well this year. Nothing crazy, but regardless of who they got at quarterback, I think the Pats are due for a win. Bill's not about to go 1-4.
I agree with that. I'm gonna have to go with the Pats as well. They're at the crib. Bill just he's not having it. As the defensive coordinator of the Naptown Bustdowns, I expect better out of him. He's got to pick it up.
Yeah.
I know that it's gonna go till he retires that he's not the same with Brady. I don't think anyone would be the same without him. But
Brady's not Brady without him in the beginning either.
Right. So he's got to figure it out. I do think, like you said, I'm a fan of Mac Jones. He can get the job done. At the same time, it's not like he has the top tier weaponry to where he can just get them the ball and then they do it for him. But I think the mastermind of Bill defensively can figure it out. They traded for J.C. Jackson. They got their boy back, which I found extremely cool and just interesting. Just because from both sides, exactly. Like what's going on in Charger Town, for one, and two, Bill needed his Infinity Stone back. It's as simple as that. I found that very, very cool. Shout out to the Terps, another Terp right there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Patriots. They can't go 1-4. Not the Pats, not Bill. Let's keep it moving. Got another divisional showdown here. Gotta love to see it every time it's on the TV. Rivalry is good as day. Ravens at Steelers. They're in Pittsburgh. The Ravens have been looking valid. I'm not sure if OBJ's back or not. You hate to see that. That's just not what we need. You know what I'm saying? He's not good. But they're still finding their way. Andrews has been doing well these first couple of weeks. Lamar's been looking like Lamar, as we all know and love. Kenny Pickett, he had a scare of an injury last week, but I think he's supposed to be suited and booted for Sunday.
Yes, he's going to play.
So hopefully they can keep him upright. But tell me why the Ravens are beating the Steelers on Sunday.
As our good friend PJ Angeli would tell us, Lamar doesn't beat the Steelers. And when the numbers show and when you look, Lamar don't beat the Steelers. Yeah. I think it's crazy to say. And I still, the way how bad the Steelers look, I still can't pick them to win. Even though Lamar don't beat the Steelers, I'm picking the Ravens to beat the Steelers. I think it should be easy. It should be the Ravens are going to win, but it's not that simple when you look at it. So
never is. I'm
picking the Ravens to low-key shock the division, but not the rest of the world.
Right. I'd feel stupid if I picked the Steelers to win this game. Ravens, they look decent. The Steelers don't. And it's as simple as that. They got to figure out what's good with Najee, bro. He's too good for like him to be doing what he's doing. I saw multiple times on occasion that he would come to the sideline and him and Tomlin were just getting into it. And I don't see Tomlin really dealing with that but for so long. I don't care who you are. He's shown that with the ADs of the world. Like, you could be talented as all get out, but if you're not sticking to the standard, as he calls it, you're replaceable. They're already showing that. What's his name? Warren is starting to get more totes than him. They got to figure that out, because a running game is a quarterback's best friend, and they got to get that going. And Najee's too talented for him to be doing what he's doing. Takes a lot. It takes the O-line as well to block for him, just as much as it takes for him to cross it over the line of scrimmage. But they definitely got to figure that out and figure that out fast. But I don't see them beating the Ravens this Sunday.
No.
First 405 slate game. If they don't get right here, then I don't know when they will. Bengals at Cardinals, 405. They are in Arizona. Now, mind you, like I said, Gannon's got these boys fighting to where they don't want Caleb Williams. They're acting like they don't want the kid. I don't know why. Leave that to them and their front office and management. But they don't want the first pick of the draft right now.
Kyler Murray, I guess that's good for them. I don't know.
Whatever works, whatever floats the boat, whatever wets the whistle. We're going to take it how we see it, though.
Yeah.
But if the Bengals can't handle business here, then we have a serious issue at our hands, Taji. Talk to me. Why should the Bengals handle business?
The Bengals better handle business because, for one, Jonathan Gannon, I'm surprised his Cardinals are looking any type of good, because that dude, he coaches to a system and he ain't got nothing else to it. We lose to the Chiefs because of that. He doesn't send blitzes. He's not exotic. He's not anything. And he's got them playing good football, which I'm surprised about his head coaching job so far.
Right.
But the Bengals are going to get back on track against him. They're going to be all right. Josh Dobbs is not going to be going crazy on the Bengals. Everything's going to slow down a little bit, and the Bengals are going to play the game like they're supposed to. It's a perfect game for them to get back on track. Quarterback who's fresh to this.
Yes.
Head coach who's a rookie. Again, it's just a game that they should win, just like the Titans. They should just win this. They should handle business and win. And Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are due for a day.
That they are.
Let's see if they got one in the tuck for us.
I hope so, man. Like you said, this is a supreme get-right game for them. They have got to take this 180 turn now. If they don't do it now, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Yeah. They got to figure it out. And they should. And I think they will. But we got to see it, because they've just not been what we need them to be for us Joe Burrow stands. We love him, but he's got to give us something to talk about at the same time.
Right.
Let's keep it moving. This is an easy one here. I hope so. I mean, there should be no doubt in this one. We have Eagles at Rams in LA. Talk to me, Taji. What's the spiel? How we feeling?
Birds don't lose to the Rams. We own them in recent times, and same thing's going to happen. We got a nice little Hollywood heist going on, and the Birds walk out 5-0, remaining undefeated, as one of the two undefeateds will still remain. Well, both will still remain.
Yeah, I think so too.
Got Birds looking good, taking care of business, balling out. So somebody's due for a day. It might be Devontae Smith's day, and Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert's day.
I like it. I don't need to waste time on that. I got the Eagles as well. Rams, they are getting Cooper Kupp back though, so hopefully.
For sure?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know he's off of IR.
He's off IR. They say he's on pace, but I don't know if we get him back for sure.
I mean, if you really think about it, it'd probably be smart to just let him chill.
I let him chill against the Birds and then bring him back.
Yeah, let him chill. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's keep it moving. This could be interesting here. Not the start that I suspected out of Denver. At all. we have Jets at the Broncos. You could argue that this is a gate right game from both sides. If the Jets want to,
Yeah, yeah,
if the
for real.
Jets want to stay relevant and stay afloat for which I don't know why or how he's doing it, but if Aaron Rodgers were to come back this season, the Jets need to be in a position for him to want to come back this season. And if that's the case, they got to handle business against the Broncos. Who do you like here, though? Who do you like here?
All
Because
right,
this is interesting.
this is an interesting game.
Very.
I got the Jets winning this game. Zach Wilson was looking like he had a little confidence, a little something going last week. He can build on that, be huge for them, be huge for him, be huge for their city, be huge for everybody. So I think it's a get right game for the Jets, and their defense is going to show up enough to make it that way.
Yep. That's kind of how I feel too, bro. If you just look at matchups, it's gonna be top tier though. Surtain on Garrett Wilson. I'm gonna love watching that on Sunday. That's gonna be cool. But Jets defense is elite, and they were last year too. We talked about it. It's like all they needed was a quarterback essentially to give them supreme contention. I think it's gonna be a fight. Don't get me wrong. Zach Wilson still has to play a full 4 quarters of ball. You know what I'm saying? He's got to do it. At the end of the day, he was the second pick in the draft. Like we need him to show it. He's got to show it. He has it. I think he has it. Just a matter of if we'll see it. We got to get it out of him.
Yeah.
Broncos town looks very, very suspect. I thought the duo between Sean Payton and Russ would be nice, but it's not looking like Russ will get out of this rut. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It's not. They're not as horrible. He's not
Right.
looking like last year. They're
Yeah.
actually. But so last year their defense allowed the least amount of points through 4 weeks. This year they've allowed the most amount of points through 4 weeks.
Okay.
So their offensive point scoring has gone up a good amount since last year. I think they're average like a touchdown more a game. So Russ ain't looking horrible. Sean Payton ain't looking horrible as an offensive caller, but their team is not there. They don't got to figure it out there.
Yeah.
They got a long way to go with that. But I think they're moving in the right direction, as ugly as 70 to
Right.
points is. That their offense is going somewhere, but they ain't winning this game.
Right. Right.
The Jets are on a different mission than they're on.
I agree with that for sure. Yeah, and let's leave it at that because they got to figure it out. 425 Chiefs at Vikings. I think this is one of those games where it's not 1 o'clock, it's not prime time for Kirk. So he's gonna perform. He can always pad the stats, but it's a matter of if he get the victory, you know. Chiefs are traveling. I will say the Chiefs do not look the same without Eric Bieniemy at all whatsoever. Pat is Pat, but it's just a lot of just like organization and just like free flowing that we aren't seeing this year from the Chiefs that we're used to seeing from them, just basically where it seems like EB was just drawing it up in the sand and they could just make it happen every single play or every single possession. It seemed like the Chiefs are just going to do something with the pill and they're just not doing it this year. Last game against the Jets definitely was an eye opener for them. I don't know if it wasn't for them, I don't know what will be, because I think it's safe to assume that majority of the world thought it was going to be a blowout against the Jets on that primetime game. And the Jets game will run for their money. So yeah, bro. So it's gonna be interesting to keep continuing to monitor just like that system, bro. It's Nagy calling the plays now, so it's different. Who do you like here though? Chiefs at Vikings.
I like the Chiefs to beat the Vikings. I think Kirk's gonna play well. I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, losing EB hurts them, as he wasn't the play caller, but he was. You see the reputation he has. They got a lot of young guys over there. They don't have a lot of people solidified. He went to the Redskins and they were complaining that he was coming at them and he was too rough on them and all of that. that means he's demanding all the little details out of them young guys and of everyone else. So
Right.
Chiefs are full of young receivers and people new to the system or haven't been there yet, or are still trying to take that leap. And now
Yeah.
they're missing the guy that demands perfection and demands those little things out of them. And Pat expects that out of them too,
Right.
as the quarterback. But he's not known as being Brady, where he's demanding that of his receivers. EB was probably demanding that of them and getting everything out of them. And
Hmm.
now, without him there, I think that hurts the way they just click. They
Right.
have that piece without him there, and I think that's showing for sure. And Pat was not. I never seen him look as bad as he did the other day.
Yeah.
Those throws were short and not enough
Yeah.
him and stuff. He was just trying to get too cute, which is funny because you think he can make all the throws, but then you see how human he is sometimes when he tries not when he doesn't use his legs in the throw, he does
Right.
body. So he'll bounce back from a bad game, but they're definitely missing EB for sure.
For sure. I agree with you. All of those points were hot, head on. Um, it's a get right. I think it's a get right. The Vikings are no slouch when they come to play from on both sides of the ball. But if we're talking Chiefs here, this is handling business, leaving no doubt, and let's move on to the next week. Hopefully they show that. Two more games. We have our Sunday night football game. I would hope this doesn't come close, but who knows? Cowboys at 49ers. We chatted about the Niners a little bit earlier. Best, I think, aside from the Eagles, best roster in the NFL. All we really got to do is get them dogs the ball, and they'll handle the rest. Who do you like here and why?
I like the Niners because the Cowboys can't seem to beat them for one. And they've been hyping up this history of this game so much like this week. It's annoying. These teams haven't won a Super Bowl since '96 or whatever.
Right,
Either of them ain't done nothing. You can hype them up as much as you want. Niners are the only ones that even deserve it because they've been keeping things interesting, but they ain't won nothing either. So I
right.
don't know why we're acting like we're holding on to the past,
Yeah,
and the Niners are going to win this game.
I agree. Leave it at that. I mean, Dallas, we've seen the cycle before. Starting to come around that bend where, with all due respect, they'll win a couple of games, lose a couple of games, and then somehow, some way, they find their way into the playoffs just to lose. I mean,
Yeah,
we've seen this cycle before. All
losing
too
Diggs
high.
hurts them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's the, that's the really biggest difference. I think their defense was looking like it was really going to be elite, but without
right.
your biggest ball hawk and your biggest cover guy, that's they're not going to be the same anymore either.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Hate to see it. It's definitely a big loss for them. They still got Micah in the trenches, but he can't. He's no cornerback, so that's
Right.
that's gonna be huge. And they still have bump and run, but it's not the same bump and run we all know.
Exactly.
So it's
He's a
definitely
cornerback
detrimental.
two, not a cornerback one anymore.
Right. Exactly. Simply simple as that. Simple as that. Um, last game of week 5, Monday Night Football. We have the Packers at the Raiders. I see. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if either team were to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, both two teams that are in a little bit of a right now. Makes me wonder if Devontae Adams is going to be a Raider next year, because I know that's not what he wanted going into Oakland or Vegas now. Who you liking this game though? I think this will be an interesting little game here.
It's a tough one, honestly. It could really go either way. I think I want to pick the pack. I want to pick the pack, but Devontae's going against the pack, and he's going to take that personal.
Yeah,
And for some reason, Jimmy G, I just can like think of him beating Green Bay in the playoffs a few years ago when he was on the Niners. So I think that the Raiders might. I'm not that super impressed by the pack. I think they're good, but I'm
right.
not going crazy for them. Aaron Jones might be back, so that'll be huge for them.
Big
Uh,
time.
I go with the pack.
Going with the pack.
I go pack. Go.
I'll just to keep it different. Hopefully, I can sway one more win over you. I'll go with the Raiders, just because they're at home. Maybe a little revenge game for D Adams. Who knows? Somebody got to get him the ball though. As of right now, I think Jimmy G's good to play. But if it's the young boy, I don't know. That's a totally different situation. He was seeing ghosts last week.
Oh yeah.
And also, bro, like, just hand off the ball. Like I feel like they're not even really giving Jacobs a chance to get it going like they used to. Like
they always fed him.
Right. Just no, even if he wasn't getting what he needed to, just keep giving him the ball. He'll figure it out. But they're not doing it that way this year. It'll be interesting to see how it goes Monday night. But I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Did we have Texans Falcons?
Huh?
Texans Falcons.
Did I miss that one? I must have went over it. Yeah, I went over that one. Okay. Huh.
That's a good game.
Huh. I'm going with Houston.
I'm going with the Falcons.
Give me Houston.
We'll call it there.
We'll leave it at that. That'll be a nice little game right there. Let's see what happens with that. Bijan, dog, he's different. Bijan Robinson is diff.
I'm ready to see. Yeah, he's been snapping. I didn't know he's gonna be like that.
Me neither.
A little
great
different.
pod, man. As always, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. We will be posting hopefully next week as well. I wasn't expecting this Masters grind to get it. It's getting a little bit on you, boy. So I thought I had a little bit more free time, but I'm hitting the books hard this semester.
They got you in the headlock.
They got me in the headlock guillotine walls of Jericho right now. So hopefully I can get myself out of it soon. But nonetheless, we appreciate y'all for tapping in every single time. We hope to see y'all again soon. Show the love on the comments. Let us know what y'all thinking about these takes, about this analysis, about these breakdowns. We know we love giving it to y'all. Till next time.
Peace.